Righty ho, fuckers. This is Clueless Comics Club.
Clueless Comics Club,
And
we read this shit!
This month's comic was Chainsaw Man Volume 1.
Take it away. I'm gonna paint.
Yeah?
Yeah.
But I'm more interested in hearing what you and Hayden have to say.
Oh.
I know how I feel about Chainsaw Man.
Well, why don't you... So, Kael's the one who suggested this. Kael was like, I think you guys should read this. I love it. And I was like, Kael, is this something that you just deeply attached yourself to when you were younger and it's not actually good? And Kael was like, I don't know. We'll find out.
Yeah.
And so we read it. Why did you want us to read it?
Mostly for variety's sake. To expand the like graphic novel comics thing. Because we started off with something really cool and hip and happening, and that was Absolute Wonder Woman. No, Absolute Batman.
Absolute Batman.
Yeah.
I did make you read a bit of Absolute Wonder Woman, but
yeah,
that was Absolute Batman.
Yeah, we started with
Very
Absolute
classic.
Batman, and like it would have been so easy for us to keep doing Marvel DC stuff, but I was like, how about early on we throw in a curveball, we set the standard that like it could be anything. So I was like, let's put a manga in there. What's a good manga to start off with? I guess Chainsaw Man Volume 1.
I think also because like with the type of comic book readers we're gonna read Marvel and DC anyway.
Oh yeah.
We don't need to really be provoked to read Marvel and DC and talk about Marvel and DC because that's what we do. So why not have the like comic club ones be stuff that like we might not necessarily read and don't want to be alone in reading.
Yeah.
Because if you're kind of going down a path that you wouldn't normally go down, it's nice to go down those paths with other people.
And I adore Chainsaw Man. I have a lot of problems with it. I think the grooming and the depiction of grooming is a little bit iffy. Because, like, on the one hand, you want to make excuses for it and be like, oh, no, they're saying something with this. Because there are places where they are. But then on the other hand, it's like, oh, this is just, like, porn. Okay, that's odd. So it always, like... It never truly commits to the like anime fan service idea, but it also never truly commits to the like I want to tell a story about this kind of abuse. It kind of it feels like it's forced to ride that line and never accomplish either thing. But everything else about it is really fucking good. The thing that got me into it, which is like it's the thing that got a lot of people into it, is the art. There's a lot of Chainsaw Man art that like gets posted online as like just the sickest manga art ever, and that's happening for a reason. And like the art will always be my favorite like manga art style of all time. Everything in volume 6, I think, like every page is a tattoo idea. It's that good. And this one's also got a lot of that sort of stuff. There's a big splash page with Denji and the Bat Devil. That was my wallpaper for a while.
And for those who don't know what a splash page is, Kael, what's a splash page?
It is when a comic or graphic novel is building up to a big integral action scene or reveal, and they say, no, this isn't going to take up a panel. This is going to take up either an entire page or 2 pages. Just so you get this entire, like, picture of what's happening. And Chainsaw Man has so many effective ones of those. Yeah, I adore Chainsaw Man. I adore the art style. When I was reading Chainsaw Man, I worked in hospitality and my uniform was the exact same as what Chainsaw Man has to wear. So I loved it for that as well. It's just really good. And I love the characters. And we're getting a movie soon that has my favorite character in it. The Bomb Devil. So read up to finish volume 5 if you want to be caught up before the movie, or watch the first season of the show, because it's got an animated adaptation as well. It's really good. It's really, really good. Content warning grooming, though. Jules.
Yeah.
How did you feel about volume 1 of Chainsaw Man?
I liked it. It was fun. It was kind of everything that I expected it to be.
Yeah.
I knew that I'd have my like qualms with it, but I was like, let's figure out why it's doing the things that it's doing.
Yeah.
So what I might do is I'll piggyback off of some of the stuff that Hayden said.
Mm.
And I'll have a little conversation with Hayden.
Oh, Hayden.
By myself.
Hayden just wrote dog shit.
Hayden wrote, before anyone makes the joke, did I start reading it backwards? Yes. Did it take me too fucking long to realize? Yes.
Well, a lot of manga do have the like back page where you open it up and it's like, hey, you're reading the wrong way. Does this one have it as well?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The first page says, you're reading this the wrong way.
And Hayden was like, this won't stop me.
Chainsaw Man reads from right to left, starting in the upper right corner. Japanese is read from left to left. You're reading the wrong way. Chainsaw Man, right there at the top.
That's something I've never thought about because, shocker, I've been reading manga since like 14. But yeah, that's hilarious. Did you run into that?
I watched a tutorial on TikTok on how to read manga.
Oh, wow.
Because I was scared I was going to do it wrong. Because I've not read a manga before.
The panel direction still kind of throws me off sometimes.
Yeah. From being an avid comic reader the last few months, it took me like a few minutes to get into it, but then by the time I was in, and that was fine.
It's like switching to a European car.
Mm-hmm. That's all.
Yeah.
Hayden said, when reading correctly, it's such a weird experience, like being told, oh yeah, you're supposed to eat the crust of a pizza first.
Mm-hmm.
To get used to the like, start over here and go that way. Took a bit of time, especially because like sometimes in comics, the paneling is already weird.
Yeah.
And knowing the order to read the paneling is like, they try to make it like intuition based a lot of the time. And so like, getting used to that was rough, but that's my bad as a white person. Womp freaking womp.
My Bad as a White Person is such a sick album name.
It's true though.
It's true.
Hayden says, anyways, this was certainly a read. Not usually a huge lack of colour fan when it comes to comics, but this was fun. The use of darkness really emphasizes the spooky factors. I was going to talk about this, is just like the idea of manga in general, is that like obviously because it's cheaper to print without colour, and also cheaper for manga in general to print the way that it does with, it's only got like a few panels per page. There's not a lot being told in these kind of books and stories. Like we were saying, this took like 40 minutes to read. It would have taken you longer to read Absolute Batman. Even though that book may be thinner, the pages are a lot bigger and there's a lot more going on those pages. Manga like is designed to be like very mass produced, and it's why it's so popular.
It's very economical.
Yeah, and I love it. I love the satisfaction of I think there's another reason why manga is so popular, is like the sense of accomplishment is so good. It reminds me of when I was a kid and I'd be like, I read 20 books today, and it was because I read like fucking Diary of a Wimpy Kid, and it took me like 30 minutes because that shit's so quick and easy to read. That's how this felt. Like I sat down and I was like, I'm going to dedicate my morning to reading Chainsaw Man. I sat down like 7 a.m. and by like 7:40 I was like, I'm done. I wish I had volume 2.
Yeah, that's a shame.
I've asked Kael for it for like every week since I've read it.
And every week I've been like, oh yeah, I'll bring it next time.
Although the box set's on sale on Amazon right now for $60.
Well,
The volumes 1 through 11. So I might.
That's a steal. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
And like 11 is like the end of part 1.
Yeah.
And I think stopping there is really valid. Because part 2 seems cool so far, but it's not really doing anything exciting. I think it's just kind of a decent enough continuation, but not one that's necessary.
Yeah, I really like when things are different. To see how like art styles are working with lack of color. I did go onto TikTok afterwards and watch like some edits from the show just to like see
what people look like.
What people look like, yeah.
Yeah.
And to see like how the anime is like voiced as well, just to give myself a little bit more familiarity with the characters, because I really like the characters. And that was why I was like,
wow.
I'm down to read more of this, as I'm actually really interested in the group dynamics and how everybody's interacting with each other. I thought that was really sick.
The like main 3, they're like sibling dynamic is really cool. And that like is never breached or perverted. Like Power, who is a really good character, she's my second favorite character of all time in this franchise. You expect, being an anime, you expect them to end up together or like her to be sexualized the whole time, and she does get sexualized a little bit, but like she's like trolling the main character a lot of the time with it. But they never they stay platonic the entire way through, but they also you can tell they really care about each other, and it's such a unique and mature thing for anime to do, to not like have a female character just be a boob dispenser for the main character.
Yeah, when they introduced her, I was like, oh yes, classic anime.
Yeah, she's got pink hair and
she's got pink
horns.
And it's
boobs.
like just this like excitable young woman who everyone's gonna be obsessed with and love. But she was really interesting.
She's hilarious.
And yeah, really funny. And I think like the development of the start of her story in Volume 1 is really good. I've not read further, which means I can provide a bit more of a, I guess, clearer review of Volume 1 in itself.
I have read that.
It really felt like just like the first episode of a TV show, which is just how a lot of like Volume 1s for comics are gonna feel, especially ones as short as this. Absolute Batman, in having read more Absolute Batman now, it's wicked sick, and it builds off of the first volume so much. And so I'm glad I continued it. So in the same vein, I'm excited to continue Chainsaw Man. Hayden said, Vegeta is cute. I think is a contender of cutest guy.
Oh yeah. There's so much merch of Pochita for a reason.
Yeah. Spoiler warning. For those who have not read it and plan on reading it, just mute the stream. Pochita fucking talks it. Dies.
Like, not like, yeah. There's a technicality there.
There's a technicality there.
Functionally,
which is that he exists inside of Denji's heart, and is alive inside of Denji's heart.
That's how he gets his chainsaw powers.
Bro is dead.
Yeah.
And I said to Kael, does he come back? Kael said no. And I don't know if Kael's lying to me or not, but that's kind of sad.
Like, yeah, as we experience him, we never see that again.
Yeah, and his little... And I was like, this guy is so marketed everywhere. I see this little Pochita guy everywhere.
It's because everyone misses him.
That's fair.
He's like the rose quartz of this, where like... Yeah, you're never seeing her again, but she's very important to the plot, and she's always technically within Steven.
Hayden said something.
He does that.
Which I think I disagree with.
Oh!
Hayden said, it seems very shallow of themes, like you don't need to really pull much back to know, this guy just this guy's just chainsaw and wants boobs.
Well, that's like, I think that's a red herring.
Yeah.
Because the text... Did I just call it the text? Are you shitting me?
The text itself.
Because it's betrayed as like really kind of pathetic. That like this guy's whole motivation is boobs, and like everyone, like the story itself is like, really, dog?
Yeah.
Like yeah.
Yeah, he's pathetic. I think that's the point. He sucks.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of reasons for why he sucks.
He sucks in a way where you're like, I understand.
It's very easy to tell that this guy is like not okay.
Yeah.
By just like the instant like first reaction he has with meeting this like girl that he's interested in, and she's like, I'm gonna treat you like a dog. You're my dog. You're my pet.
And he's like,
for me, and
he's like, okay, wolf.
That's not something that I like.
A sane man.
A sane individual would do. And I think there is, in order for an enjoyable read through of Chainsaw Man or like watching the anime, is you need to sympathize.
Yeah.
And feel bad.
Well, it's like
for Denji.
It's like Shinji is deplorable.
Yeah.
But you still root for him in a way, and you still understand the humanity behind him.
His Evangelion talk, by the way. Yeah, Shinji's a fucking wimp. You meet Shinji and he's just an absolute wimp. He's a blubbering mess the entire time. He does nothing.
And all he does is objectify the women in his life and jerk off and cry, and then because like the horror of Evangelion, spoilers for Evangelion, is that is the person who decides the fate of mankind.
Mm-hmm.
And Chainsaw has a little bit of that as well.
Yeah, I think there is a lack of stories like Chainsaw Man in modern day media circulating around like young men and the abuse of power dynamics and this like sexual trauma and just general trauma.
Yeah.
Like this story is the story of just a young male victim. And I think it's very easy to shove it aside and just be like, oh yeah, this guy just wants like boobs and is chainsaw and cool. And I think that is like the point of volume 1 is to give you the idea that like this is a cool, wicked, sick comic book about boobs and chainsaws, so that the people who are like Denji in real life aren't scared to approach the story and interact with it, and then they go on that journey with Denji.
Because I remember reading this and being like, oh god, I was like that as a teenager, and I'm so glad that I'm not like that now. I will say it does drop the ball on that journey a lot, but ultimately that is the story that it's telling.
Yeah.
And it does it in a way that's really interesting, but not a way that I think is nuanced or responsible.
Like if it like the goal seems good, but it is, yeah. It's still very conglomerate.
Yeah, it still falls victim to a lot of the manga shortcomings that I really take issue with. I don't read a lot of manga nowadays. Because of a lot of the like cultural differences that just don't really sit right with me, like the fetishization of minors and the rampant queer baiting, because it's like baked into some aspects of Japanese culture, like not intentional queer baiting, but like the idea that girls are supposed to be like so close as teenagers that they're like basically girlfriends for a while, like that's like a part of girlhood in Japan. So there's like things like that just like go down wrong. Like when, my bad as a white guy.
It was like, don't read manga if you like, don't just like read manga without like any sort of like research or anything, or pick something up off the shelf and be like, I'm gonna read this and get upset when there's sexualization of minors. Because it's going to be in there.
It is a cultural...
And it sucks.
It's an entire cultural issue from the whole country.
But it's the same as like if you pick up any normal like Western comic book, there's going to be military propaganda in that shit.
Yeah.
That's just all it is, actually. Every Marvel DC comic is either just military propaganda or the fascism. Batman's a fascist. I'll say it. Womp womp. Batman's whole ideals is built around his own like fascism, and that's why these like comic book stories always wind up appealing so much to like neo-Nazis and fascists.
And that's the thing, is like I think Chainsaw Man could appeal to a lot of misogynists because it's like I don't think it does enough to condemn the misogyny, and a lot of times it does feed into it.
Yeah.
Like in volume 6, there's a moment where like Denji has a crush on a girl, but he's got a crush on the woman who is grooming him as well, and he's like imagining them both, and the splash page for that chapter is the two of them in lingerie laying next to each other on a bed, and it's like, sure, that's the main character dreaming of that, but like he's meant to be pathetic. He's meant to not be. We're meant to not really be with him on this.
Yeah.
So why is the audience perspective that daydream that's like displayed erotically? It's like why are we why are we partaking in this? What is going on? So it does have a lot of moments like that where you're like, what? Why? What the fuck? It feels like an editorial demand.
Yeah. It happens a lot in media like this, and I think it's why Chainsaw Man has such a kind of like a mixed fan base. Hayden said, "Who the fuck wrote this man to just be horny? My God." It is a really horny volume 1. There is so much discussion of boobs. He just wants to see boobs. He's obsessed with just like seeing boobs, and I'm like, we could rein back a little bit. We get the point.
Yeah, because it does start off really nice and innocent, where he's like, I want to go on a date with a girl before I die.
Yeah.
And then that just devolves into like, I want to touch boobs.
Yeah, but if you pay attention to the story, the more objectification he suffers, the more he begins to objectify.
Yeah.
He starts off as this semi kind of likable guy who's trying to like get out of debt, and the whole like, oh, I just want to see boobs only comes about towards like the second half of the book, and that's after he's been like treated like a dog by the person that he's attracted to and has said that she's attracted to him. She's objectifying him and his like struggles and his like newfound powers.
And she's like 25 and he's 16 years old.
Yeah, and so it makes sense for the step in his mental journey
to be like, oh, sex is a possibility now. It's all I can think about.
Yeah,
because an older woman has introduced me to the realities of sex.
Because in reading it, I was like, this feels like it kind of came out of nowhere. He wasn't like this towards the start. His first reaction to like seeing a beautiful woman wasn't like, let me touch some boobies. He was genuinely excited for connection.
Yeah, and to like eat a meal.
Yeah. And it's...
Yeah, I think it would be more compelling if they spent more time with him just wanting to eat food and have a roof over his head.
Yeah, I do think they jumped pretty quick. I feel like that could have been like a volume 2, volume 3 thing. But they've got to get their boobs in there somehow.
They gotta.
So, yes, it was an interesting read. I'm excited to read more of it, and perhaps go see the movie.
Yeah, the movie looks like it's going to be so good.
If you read it, let us know your thoughts. We've got a whole discussion channel in the Discord. We also have the poll up on Instagram right now. Let's see which is winning currently.
Oh. So what are the options on the poll?
The options on the poll are... a queer horror story called I Hate This Place. I haven't researched too much into these because I didn't want us to get them spoiled. I just kind of got like general vibes. It just seems, I think it's sapphic, and it's just kind of like a classic horror-esque tale of fighting monsters, I think.
Ooh.
I'm basing it off of cover alone. I don't know. It looks fun.
It's a very sapphic title. It reminds me of I'm Not Okay With This. Then
we've got Tales from the Crypt, which is a collection of it's an anthology series of miniature horror stories from like back in the 80s.
Yeah, that's the TV show.
Yeah, it was adapted. I can't remember if it was adapted from the TV show or if the TV show was adapted from it.
Yeah.
But that is volume 1 of that, which is just like a collection of spooky, scary
that's cool.
tales. Bringing us back to some classic roots. And then we've got Gideon Falls, which in order to accurately represent, I'm going to pull up a description of this. Gideon Falls follows 2 men, a trash-collecting conspiracy theorist named Norton and a priest named Father Fred, who are both drawn to a mysterious, mythical location called the Black Barn. The story blends horror, mystery, and science fiction, with Sorrento's unsettling artwork and Dave Stewart's colouring creating a disorientating and atmospheric tone as the 2 characters' lives become intertwined by visions of the Black Barn.
That's cool.
And yeah, I'm really interested in sci-fi, horror, and just sci-fi in general. And every like little like subreddit I was looking at for like best horror stories in like graphic novels, everyone was being like Gideon Falls.
Because you've already read House of Leaves, right? That's like the one.
Yeah, I have embarked upon it, but I've not finished it.
I really want to watch House of Leaves. I think I'm gonna shit myself and cry.
Read it?
Read it, yeah.
You said watch.
Did I say watch?
Yeah.
Watching a book is.
I mean, like you do. It's the most watchable book I think there is. You kind of just watch everything happen because all the pages fall apart and spin around and go crazy.
Oh god.
It's fucked. I love it.
Yeah, because it's like it's one of the key inspirations for a lot of my favorite horror media. Five Nights at Freddy's 2.
Five Nights at Freddy's from the Fanta bottle.
Yeah, I had Freddy Fazbear Fanta last night, and let me tell you, I was fazzed up.
But yeah, everyone said Gideon Falls is really great, so I'm excited to perhaps read it. All of these are available for free on Hoopla. Which is a library app. All you need is a library card and you can just read them. So if you decide you want to read all of them, you can. But currently, in the lead with 50% of the votes is Gideon Falls.
Ooh, that's exciting.
So who knows? We will announce. I'll make a post tomorrow.
So these books or graphic novels?
These are graphic novels.
Ooh.
Because it's Clueless Comics Club.
Yeah.
So they're all graphics.
That's fucking cool.
That's pretty freaking epic. And it's 9 p.m.
It's 9 p.m. already? And yeah.
Snail.
Snail.